In this video, I'm going to give you 5 rules beginners to Warcry often overlook or get wrong. If you found this video helpful, please do consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you get notified when my new Warcry videos go live. Cover. When you are the subject of an attack, you will get cover if you are within half an inch of an obstacle and that attacker is closer to the obstacle than they are to you. Now there are 2 key things here. One is that it's an obstacle and not terrain. An obstacle is defined as any part of a terrain feature that prevents a fighter from moving horizontally and extends vertically more than 1 inch in height from the battlefield floor or the platform that it's on. So as an example, this piece of terrain here would not give you cover, however this piece of terrain would. The second thing is that this can lead to some very abstract situations, like the one we can see here, where the subject of the attack, the Untamed Beast fighter, is within half an inch of the terrain, and the fighter from the Iron Golems is closer to the terrain than they are to the Untamed Beast fighter. However, there is nothing between them. In this case, the rule still applies and the subject of the attack, which is the Untamed Beast fighter, would still get the cover. There is nothing in this rule about clear line of sight or the obstacle being between the two of you. It might seem a little abstract, however the rule is very clear. Thematically, you could think of it as like it's difficult to swing your axe or throw your spear as you're close to the wall, or maybe the fighter being attacked can push themselves away from the wall to safety. However you choose to think of it, the rule is very clear, so watch out for these cases. You can of course take advantage of denying your opponent cover by ensuring the placement of your miniatures are correct on the battlefield. Falling after an attack. If the subject of an attack is within half an inch of the edge of a platform that is open and suffers a critical hit, the subject of that attack must take a falling test after the attack action has been completed. You roll a d6 and on a result of a 1, the model being attacked has been hit so hard they've been knocked and fallen from the platform. You must then use the rules for falling. The main takeaway here is jumping up and down and around the battlefield is great fun, but watch out you don't leave yourself too close to the many open edges. Abilities and the wait action. This one seems to be getting missed by a few people, so it's worth explaining it here. When you activate a model and take a wait action, you can then activate that model again later in the round and then at that point take only 1 action. The key thing here is you are activating the model twice. That means in combination with your abilities, should you have the ability dice to use, you can use 2 abilities on that 1 model in a single battle round. The rules clearly state a fighter can use 1 ability during its activation. The key thing here is that you are activating the model twice, so it can use 2 abilities. 1 in the wait action and 1 when it activates the second time. Again, as long as you have the dice to do so. This isn't a secret loophole in the rules. The rules actually tell you that you can do this on page 45 in the call out box titled Wait Actions and Abilities. However, it seems to be being overlooked by a lot of players. Disengage actions versus move actions. If a fighter starts its activation within 1 inch of an enemy fighter, it cannot use a move action to move away. It must use a disengage action. This is a move of 3 inches in any direction, however you must end that move more than 1 inch away from any of the enemy fighters. The key thing here is that a disengage action is not classed as a move, and so you couldn't use an ability such as rush for example to add to the distance of this disengage movement. Disengage actions will always be 3 inches. Hero phase and wild dice. This one may seem pretty clear to you, but I've seen it asked in multiple Facebook groups, so I thought it was best to clarify it here. Each hero phase you get 1 wild dice to use alongside your initiative roll. You can save it to use in a subsequent battle round, you can use it to add to the amount of singles you have to try and steal the initiative, or you can use it to add to the dice already rolled to make a single a double a triple, or a triple into a quad. The thing to clarify here is that it doesn't mean you take one of your singles and add it to the double or triple for example. You keep all of the dice as they were rolled and you use the wild dice to add to what you already have. Remember that the number on the dice can be important for abilities, so you may be better making a double 6 rather than a triple 1.